What's going on, guys and gals, to another video. And I didn't even say welcome back, but anyways, my name is now Drizzle, and in today's video we're gonna be going over how someone stole my dad's wallet from when he was working at what in the world. Anyways, we're gonna be going over how someone stole my dad's wallet when he was working at a certain store. I'm not gonna say it because it's now out of business, and well, almost. Rip and chat because it's almost over for that company. But anyways, today we're just gonna be going over how they stole my dad's wallet, and you obviously saw that in the title, so you obviously clicked on it because you wanted to hear this. So anyways, let's get into the video. Okay, so I like to race my bike, which is a sport. It is actually in the Olympics, which is pretty awesome. But anyways, after I got done racing, me and my dad started to drive home, and about halfway until we got home, my dad started to go on a rant because of how people don't care about others and all this other stuff. But anyways, my dad told me a story about how he left his wallet at his work. I was pretty intrigued about it because I knew I would be able to make a story on it. So anyways, me and my dad are pretty forgetful about basically everything, and it takes us multiple times to remember to do certain things, which is obviously what happened in the story, because he forgot about literally everything, because he had like hundreds of dollars in his wallet. That was his paycheck for the week. So, well, probably not hundreds, it was more like 800, and a couple, maybe 820. But anyways, he had like all his credit cards and his driver's license and all that kind of jazz in there. So it's kind of tough if you lose all that stuff. And that's what happened, obviously, in the story, because I've already mentioned it like 3 times already. But let's carry on. But as I said, me and my dad are basically forgetting everything all the time, and it takes us multiple times to remember to do everything. And anyways, my dad used to work at this certain place, and it was basically like a Walmart, but like smaller. Not like the company wasn't smaller, like the brand and everything wasn't smaller at that time, but when he was working there. But it was basically like the stores were smaller than a Walmart. And anyways, he worked there, as I've already said. And let me remember here. Yeah, so basically he had to work hours and hours and hours on end every week, and he was also going to school during this time, which made him forget even more, and that really does not help at all. But my dad also had finished his shift and was clocking out, at this time, when he left his wallet at this little cubby thing by where he had to check out. And he checked out, but he also had to write the time down of which he was going to come in the next day. And yeah, you definitely don't want to set your wallet down where you have like this small cubby and this tiny crevice of where your wallet will be. And that, of course, that's what he did. And yeah, basically, as I said, his entire check and everything was in there for the week. And his house at that time was like pretty far away from where he worked. It was down maybe 10 miles, I don't know, but if you walk, that'd be like an hour walk, so it's kind of tough for you, man. I hopefully that does not happen to me when I have to work and when I have to do certain things to make sure that I survive. But he basically had to work, as I said, long hours, which basically in turn is equal to a 12-year-old staying up until 6 a.m. Playing Minecraft, trying to mine those diamonds away, and then have to wake up for school like an hour later. Probably not even that. But anyways, that takes. Let me go on a rant here. Who does that? First of all, like, do you have the boys playing with you at like 3 a.m. and then at like 5 a.m. you're playing by yourself, and then because they're obviously just a tiny bit smarter than you at that point in time, which is not a lot, but they at least have like 2 brain cells more that work. Maybe only 1 at that point. But anyways, yeah. He realized that he left his wallet at a cubby by the checkout papers or whatever. He knew that it was in the cubby. But he just realized that, and his face like turned completely white. He just froze. He had to process it, like, is this even real? He had to like check his pockets and everything, which of course everyone would do in that situation at that given time. But yeah, he basically rushed back into the store as fast as possible. It had sliding doors, which doesn't help because those things are slow in certain stores. Like, have you ever had the situation in where like you have to like rush to get all your groceries and whatever to go to like a birthday party or something, and like you have the sliding doors that open? It takes like 5 seconds for them to open. It feels like a long time for them to open, but in reality it's not very long. But humans have a very short like patience. That sounded kind of nerdy. That's not going to help at all. But anyways, he basically ran like Usain Bolt through the store to get his try and look for his wallet. And I don't even know if he knew that his wallet was in his cubby or not, but basically someone had stolen it, which of course you probably already guessed like 5 minutes ago. I mean, like, why would someone steal that? I mean, obviously there's money in there, and I guess they knew how much there was in there. Probably creeping up on him, being a little creeper, kind of weird. Honestly, if I knew someone was kind of like that, I'd be watching out for that at like every situation when I'm working there. And even when I'm tired, I'm like trying to stay on the ball because I do not want to lose anything. But sometimes I'm kind of slow and don't do anything about anything that needs to be important. But anyways, I'm getting off track. But I guess there's someone that's even faster than Usain Bolt. They're probably not even human at that point. And they snatched the wallet up for some reason. Don't know why you would do that. But as I said, that had like everything in there. And especially at this point, he had to drive home because that's quite a long walk. And don't know why voice crack. But anyways, he had to drive home. Like, it was a pretty good drive home, like 15 minutes. That probably isn't long for most people. Definitely not for me, since I have to travel a lot for BMX, which is the racing stuff. But anyways, we're wrapping up here. Sorry. He of course it had his driver's license in there, and he didn't care that he had to drive home at that point. So he just had to hope not to get pulled over for anything. And he was so mad at himself. He was telling me this. He was mad at himself for like 2 days. I mean, I would too. I'd probably be more mad, and even for a longer amount of time. That's just a weird flex, but okay. But anyways, basically that was one of the worst days of his life, and definitely was not having a great day at school the next day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to press and like the button. Bye.